Obviously, the previous track was the last 30 seconds was documented by another band. I can't tell you who it is because it's irrelevant to put like 3 seconds in there. But that might be like 10 cents, you say, for some big band. It might be a good 10-cent mark for like, a minute or something like that it's played in some sort of media. At 10 cents. That's not bad if you get a bunch. That'd be an idea. But then, of course, the ratio would have to go in a certain way. You know what I mean? I'd have to go a certain way because that's only important. So measuring cups are important, and that's what we have this year today. We're gonna bake smoke pies. I'm serious. What we're gonna do? We're curing a vat. Here we go. What we're gonna do? Boom. What we're gonna do here is create like elements of smoke here. Float in there, except that's not really expected to, do it because this is a candlestick, or something to that effect. And it blows into the bowl. But then what you do, ready, you cook all the ingredients, you go blah, 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 you pour all the smoke in, it goes. I'm serious, like a log lamp. What you gotta do is, I'll show you the checking system later. This is a checking system. You read that, it says checkmate. It's a little check press. I'll do another book review for you from headquarters here, and but first we'll show you how to finish out and do the smoke pies so you can enjoy the book review. Now you do this, you do all the ingredients. You take that down, all the way down. No one spill your ingredients, sorry. Sorry, it's really great because I've tried a few already, and it's awesome. Okay, so perfect. Here, so we don't even need this yet. There's a few ways to do it. There's a few ways. That's the first way. And the smoke in the basin. It's so much fun. All right, here I'm gonna get some sweetgrass, just because it is professional. It's non-narcotic and violent, and the odd time there might be the F word, but it's better than all the other words because there's so much elongation or short in the F word. So if it's close, if it's short, it's like something really, really important or something really, really hurt. And then if it's elongated, it's more pleasurable or just that much hilarious or whatever the emotion is, depending on the depiction of how you say the F word. So that's really good. So get ready and just go, wow, what, and then just say, Ying Ping, the bird of prey, warrior of the. Oh wait, hold on. What does that mean again? Ying Ping. Jing Ping, Ping Jing. The bird of prey, energy flow, which is in Chinese. That's all that I know, other than Chen Chen and Ioni, Wani Anini, and things like that. And then it just means affection and stuff, and that's pretty cool. So that's what I know so far. So that's my depiction. But I got a little bit of an idea about the ethics that are very important. I found that a lot of the ethics are very, very, very documented, quite more specifically than ours. There's a higher level of understanding of appreciation than also depictions of evil and all that kind of stuff, and they're much more dynamically routed than the Bible. So you got to respect that, because the definition of good is still the definition of good, and if it's changed, that is devastating. That it's weird to alter that because it's been an element of what we wanted to do on Earth for so long that you can't break it, because this kind of thing happens. This kind of brutal stuff occurs when you break the principle. That's one of them. So these are little things to think about, and yeah. So now let's enjoy making some smoke. I didn't get that. Okay, so we can even do this. If we could super cool it, in a freezer. get some smoke in there and pour it into there. This is an old 1800s like scientific basin for coagulating things because of the shape of it. The gases all filament in here, and then it will create like a top line and a bottom line element. It's an antique. I got it for free, or like I think it was for free actually. Yeah, I traded it for some stuff, just basically like a little bit of money and stuff like that. And somebody just wanted to get rid of it because it was gonna get removed. And that a lot of banks have closed, houses, and a lot of credit corruption has happened, and people have lost all kinds of stuff online, and that's crazy. So there is it's like the element of, you know, who owns what and to what extent do they own it now, which is weird. So there's something else to think about. Let's make some smoke. There you go. Those could actually be like shapes of things that would work, right? That's what I'm telling you. So here we go. What we're gonna do is this. We're going to we'll do this first. I guess I have to have both hands operational here, just to show you while you're working with fire or utilities or anything like that. You want to have both hands operational. One, and you can't really do three things with one hand. See, you go three things. I'm going to be lifting that thing, and I'm going to be using this. You got to think of that. And then we got to do this. Get it going. It's just sweetgrass. It's native North American, of the West continent. I guess is a good way to say it. West continent on Earth. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Might be a way to say it. This is just Earth principle. Could solve some stuff there, like making it simpler, so we don't have to worry about what you call it so much. But anyway, we do this all the way in there, and then so he's going to go into the base. Now, if there's a better way to do it, I suppose, you just get a better way to get smoke in there and collect the base and put it at different heats. And what I think is about if I'm going to have a medicine for my lungs, or to learn about like my allergies better, or my health better, wouldn't it make sense to breathe in my medicine for my lungs rather than take pills? Route it through my blood, causing weird things when I'm trying to get the stuff coming into my lungs. So why wouldn't I breathe it in if it was medicine? My thought. That's kind of a neat idea. So you'd only owe me $100 million for that idea, and that took about, I don't know, 3 minutes. That's an idea. That's great. You should pay me. That's good. There's the checking system there. Now we can do the book review. I'm just gonna take that out so I don't break it. But wait a minute. I'm also gonna do this. I'm gonna bake a pie while we do it. So we'll put that all in, and then a little bit came out. So we'll just whisk that in. We'll pour the rest of the ingredients. Go, and we'll get it ready. Kind of like a kids game, you know, or children's song. Or then you can do campfires. But I'm gonna do a book. Okay, so you can fake people and put hockey pucks in there, and say it's a hockey puck and give it to a goalie, and say like if it's squeezy, you just poke a hole in there, and then insert and squeeze toy. Yeah, break. This is better than most because mine are real, and you just squeeze it in, and you get all the air from the smoke puck, and just take it away to it. There you go. Okay, I gotta do these, but I gotta do them in reverse. But first, I want to go into the element of this right here. He exercises the idea of no infinity in his principles, and that's the difference of this one. And I agree with this one the most. And it's also his revision. He did in his old Einstein, the guy here, you know him. It's his 5th edition. It's his revision. It's called the meaning of relativity. And the idea of it is quite dynamic, but it's basically proving that things are in motion. The idea of anything being in motion means that it's relative to reality. So the idea of anything with an electronic charge even is an idea of how anything is in motion with anything with a positive and negative variance. So that could be the idea of relativity in general, and he removes infinity. So anything moving from one point would have to have an extent, and then to what extent is that? And that's another idea, right? That this develops quite specific. And yeah, I recommend it if you can figure out that you can get into many things about other stuff, like how to supercharge a helmet and make it a gravitron existential collider like this one, and it's mine. Yeah, I have little digital chips in here, and it can make beautiful music, but it can also make fried eggs. So this is a book by Stan Lee. It's called The Zodiac Legacy, and it's actually an idea of his, for what I've seen of it, a depiction of a lot of characters of the Zodiac within a story context, and per page he's done all kinds of things, which was really trippy, where he's added different elements in the book depending on characters of the actual book itself, and page numbers, all kinds of stuff, and it's really awesome. And it's by Stan Lee, creator of Marvel Comics. It's amazing. So try not to do it on too many crazy barbiturates or hallucinogenics. It would, or like, just be aware. All right. Okay. The UFO verdict, I didn't read it because I kind of read all this stuff, and I just want to keep this one for maybe about 10 years from now to see if we were right about what's going on with all the speed demons going around the place, and just kind of being like on a cruise. It's kind of like they came down for a rock show, and there was like nothing to do, so they just kind of picked around, found stuff to do, found what food was on the street, and had ways of asking for fuel back or whatever, and it was kind of like singing songs for bandits, but with a certain degree of ridiculous politeness over the matter, and they didn't really do much to us. They just kind of flew over heads and showed us how powerful they were, and kind of helped us in a way of understanding that there's a bigger world out there. This is wicked. This is like the first 3 Star Wars, but of the original 3. And I went for $3. All of these were pretty cheap. that I just found at like local areas, that like local bookstores are pretty good. Independent stuff's great, but a lot of the used stores or dollar stores even for comics these days, and then all the specialty stores are just so hard to get your books, like $20-$30, and then also people who are like just allocating places that take items that are going to be lost if they're not used, and where people discard, and then they shell out a box for like $100, and then it could be like whatever, and a store would take it for like $100, and then turn around and sell that stuff for like $300, but go through it because the person was going to get rid of it anyway. This is what businesses do. It's smart. And so I'm collecting stuff for a bookshelf in my house, and I want to do like small sessions for just talks, or doing like theater harmonica sessions, or playing bongo drums if the neighbors aren't going to be too crazy, and I can book time from like 1 to 2. If that's okay with the Condo Corporation, you're on Pygon 5, all right? And then this one, which teaches you about the magnetics of how to use the ultimate balancing tool of the yo-yo or the clock or the pendulum as a way of seeing a balancing dynamic. But it all depends on gravity. But gravity is relative to us, because it's us. And then, but what if it was system for somewhere else? Like, would you be able to still do it? And is it an element in non-gravity? And then what does gravity mean to that principle? And then what would it do if there were other elements in the area around you, depending on that principle, you know? It's kind of neat. Kind of a neat thought. Kind of brings you to a different understanding of the first book, and then all those elements of what it is to be on a surface compared to not, or what the density of the surface is, and then the magnetisms and the masses and all that kind of stuff, and what would the elements of the nature would be like, and all that would do to the element, right? And all those areas are very fictional of the space you're in. I need it. So, anyway, so I got into smoking instead of drinking. It was the best idea of my life. I feel healthier. I'm thinner. I have less health problems. Even though there's still a few, but those are kind of deliberate, but not my fault. And which is kind of funny. And that might happen first anyway. So what the heck? Why stress out about it, right? Just get through life day by day, and you're good, and your best. And yeah. So this is by Roy H. Williams, Michael R. Drew, and it's called Pendulum. It's great. So anyway, let's try this. So you can just keep adding stuff in, but we should have one here. And here we go. There you go, I guess, so then you catch it. Right, you can do that. Now we say not enough while it's not coming out. And sometimes like it'll sink to the basement anyway, depending on how cold it is. There we go. Oh man, that's so good. Or you can even like get a straw and take it right out of the bottle, and that'd be a good way to smoke it too. Or I mean, eat the pie, or whatever that would mean. And you know, if you can understand me, that's best. But if you can't, it just might be really funny to try and understand it, because you never really know what I'm doing, because you'd have to take my reference for it, and I'm telling you that, you know. So you'd have to be here to understand. You'd also have to put my psychology to understand what it is to do, or what it is. But anyway, that's how you make smoke. So anyway, good night, and please read the meter. All right, thank you. Good night. Yeah. I don't know what I wada bing 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 bada bing 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 bada bing. Yeah.